There is a famous saying, jack of all trades and master of none. Let me change it a little bit for you. Jack of all trades and master of some. What is the meaning of this? In 2021, where the data science industry is heading? Well, the industry is heading to something known as data science generalist. Who is a data science generalist, guys? Somebody who can work on the data engineering side as well, and somebody who can code for the model deployment as well. Now, how do you make your profile relevant so that your chances of getting selected in interview increases in 2021 and years to come? We will know answer to all these questions in this video. Welcome to Unfold Data Science. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. Let us start the discussion with understanding what are the 4 major areas you need to take care as a data scientist so that your profile in market is tools and technology proof. What I mean by that is 4 years back there was demand for R, then also you were in demand. Now there is a demand for Python, now also you are in demand. So what are these 4 areas, guys? First is you have to have the understanding of data landscape. Now what I mean by data landscape, guys? What is data? How data is generated? How data is stored? How database is different from data warehouse? How data warehouse is different from data lake? You need to understand these things. Very important, guys. Tomorrow somebody talks in the meeting, you should not be blank when they say data lake. I am not talking about tools, technologies, you should work for X number of years. No. You should have a high level understanding of this is how data is getting generated, this is how data is stored, these are the different ways of storing data, this is ETL process, this is visualization process, this is a big data platform, this is a cloud platform. What are the disadvantages and advantages of big data system? Same thing for cloud system. Why? What are the pluses and minuses of storing data in local environment? All these understandings at high level. Of course, if you have all this understanding, then obviously you would have worked in 1 or 2 of these things, right? Next comes, what is the difference between RDBMS system and NoSQL databases? What is a NoSQL database? So a NoSQL database is a database where data is stored in a different format, not in a tabular format. So again, what is the use of this? What is the pluses and minuses of this? Understanding the entire landscape will give you the edge where you will be able to talk more in the interview. You will be able to understand what business wants. You will be able to implement your knowledge in a better way and you will be able to present yourself in the interview in a better way. That is about the data side of it. Next is a data scientist cannot exist without the programming knowledge. Okay, so try to become better at programming. Okay, forget R, Python, any tools for now. Be good at the core programming skills. Try to improve yourself wherever you are. Now what makes a good programmer, guys? What are the characteristics of good programming? Modular programming, portability in the code, how do you know how to deploy that in production? Do you have idea about how to move your code from the development environment to the production environment? Do you understand what are the dependencies of a code? Do you understand how the version control system works? The meaning of version control system is you write a code today, you want to do some change tomorrow. So how do you maintain different versions? There are specific tools for that. Do you understand how agile works? Do you understand what is the difference between system testing and integration testing? Do you know how the unit test is performed? Again, I am not talking about working on all these things with different tools, but having an idea and working in some of these. Next is, if you understand how the data landscape works and if you understand how the programming landscape can be done better, the next thing is how do you relate your mathematical and statistical knowledge with business? And this is the area which will give you edge over others in the market. Now, more and more you understand how the statistical concepts can be related to the business, and more you understand how the mathematics is relating to a machine learning algorithm. the problem which I want to solve, how this is getting solved internally using machine learning algorithm. What statistical test will make more impact to this kind of data? What is that business is looking for? How this can be translated into the business solution? How I can use my math and stats skills to benefit the business in many ways? How I can point out the problems in the system? How I can find out a new use case? All these things will help you a lot in a longer run. In the end of the video, I am going to recommend you 4 books. I'll give the link in the description. Those 4 books, guys, are must read for every data scientist. One book is on stats, one book is on Python programming with machine learning, next book is on next book is on mathematics relating to machine learning, and other book is on Python. Those 4 books are must read for every data scientist. I'll give the link in the description. Now we have covered about 3 major areas: data, programming, and business relating to maths and stats. The next area you need to understand is non-technical skills. Okay, what are these non-technical skills, guys? I have seen in my experience sometimes people overcommit, sometimes they undercommit. They don't know how to talk to the business and how to set the expectation. They don't know how to manage a team of 2-3 people. They do not understand how a business problem is translated to a data science use case and how the solution is delivered to the business. This discussion will again take some time, hence I am keeping it aside for the next video in the same series. I'll call that non-technical skills needed for 2021. So from the technical perspective, guys, 3 areas: forget tools, forget technologies, forget everything. You need to take care. More and more you need to understand data landscape. More and more you need to be good at programming. Doesn't matter at what level you are now. Keep improving on that. And more you need to be able to relate your maths and stats knowledge with business. That is what will give you edge over others in the market. There are many people with Java, .NET, SQL, big data skills in the market, right? But this one skill, the skill number 3, how do you relate your maths and stats to business, will give you edge over all other profiles. Now, talking about data landscape, I told you in my last video I am going to create a series on big data and Unix. That will give you a high level understanding of how big data system works, how Unix system works, and how we can do things, how we can run a Python on this. All those things I'll cover in that playlist. About the programming, there is already a Python playlist. I'm recommending you some books also. You can read those books. Let me know if you have any doubts. And about the business statistics, this is very good book that I am recommending you. Business Statistics by Ken Black. You must read that book once. Okay. And Elements of Statistical Learning that I am recommending is also a great book. You must read that book as well. So that is what I wanted to tell you in this video. Nothing specific to tools, just a direction of what the industry will be demanding. Industry will be demanding someone who can work on this side of data science and that side of data science. The meaning is data engineering side and model deployment and maintenance side. I hope you got an idea of what I am trying to tell through this video. Let's see, I'll create a video on the non-technical aspects of what is the expectation, and I'll see you all in the next video. Write me in comment what you think about this video. All of you, wherever you are, stay safe and take care.